is little activity today at the Canfor sawmill in Quesnel. The last piece of lumber was produced yesterday, but in the months leading up to that day, it took a community effort to prepare.
This is a very sad day for everyone. I would like to thank our local union 1-424 for all the support we have received. I'd like to thank Northern Skills Training for their efforts in guiding us through the training and a maze of options. I'd like to thank Canfor for the transition team to guide us through these difficult times.
That is the sentiment of Canfor employees in Quesnel as they try to grapple with the loss of 209 jobs with the mill's permanent closure. Canfor announced the end of operations in October. The community and others immediately set to work.
The partnerships that we've had, not only with Canfor, but the steelworkers and the ministry, and our local MLA, like within 24 hours, with her assistance, we had a team on the ground and we had identified various agencies of where we were going to go. From there, we went to a community meeting. We did a resource guide. We did a significant reach out.
Our staff have been down to Quesnel to deliver contractor supplier boot camps, grant writing boot camps, as well as to work with businesses in Quesnel on how they might expand to take advantage of the procurement opportunities across the north.
The company itself announced efforts to find replacements in other Canfor operations.
I think we offered about 230 positions across the company. We have about 209 employees. We've had a number who've chosen to stay with us. We've had a number, I think it was in excess of 62 is the last number that I saw, who've actually decided to retire.
Other than those planning to retire, 39 workers have taken positions in other Canfor operations. 75 have moved on to non-Canfor related careers and 17 are as yet uncertain. With the mill's closure directly related to the mountain pine beetle, the Caribou-Chilcotin Beetle Action Coalition also provided money to help with transition.
We're probably looking at more closures throughout the region and possibly Quesnel. So I think that this is a good tool to have in place, and as long as it's used wisely, and that's what we plan to do with that money.
Ballyjoe Hall plans to head to the Lower Mainland as a result of the closure.
I would hope these closures are the last, but we know the future is still unpredictable.
Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.
Hundreds of years ago, fur trapping was the economic lifeblood of our area. Now, trapping is a small part of the economy, but continues to be a lifestyle for many trappers across the province.
Prince George got its start as a fur trading post. It was once the hub of activity for trappers to trade and buy supplies. This tradition is kept alive by Wayne Sharp, who has been running the local fur depot for close to 30 years.
I deal with trappers all over BC, some out of the Yukon. They ship their fur through me. I invoice it, scan tag everything, and ship it to the market.
The practice of wild fur harvesting has greatly slowed down since the pioneer days. Today, the typical age of a trapper is around 50 years old.
A lot of them, they're not going to make a lot of money, so they've got to live pretty frugal.
Over the years, fur harvesting has evolved, becoming more about wild animal management.
You want to maintain the maximum breeding population that you can. You want that population to be very, very healthy. And in the fall, we harvest what we feel is now the extras. Okay, the ones that probably aren't going to make it through the winter.
According to longtime trapper Don Wilkins, trappers were once able to make ends meet with no other income.
Most of the people that I know are in it because it's a lifestyle. It's just that's the thing that they do, that they enjoy being in the bush, they enjoy the challenge.
The last 5 years especially, we've been getting a lot more younger people involved, and they're interested in the outdoors, and it's good to see them get away from their computers.
Some trappers keep busy dealing with nuisance fur-bearing animals, whereas others may inherit a trap line.
Most of us are out there by ourselves, day and night. Okay, in the winter, the days are short, so you need to get out there before daylight, get going, get a lot of work done, and usually you're coming back in the dark.
Once the fur is tagged and graded, it is auctioned on the open market. During the past few years, the demand for wild fur has gone up, mostly because of the Asian and Russian markets. Dave Branco, CKPG News.